Hello and welcome to the Wymer Group operations video for a Quicklift 350 hydraulic crane. This one has 4 hydraulic extensions and 1 manual extension and is also fitted with a 500 kg winch. The crane comes with an operations manual. This should be kept in the truck at all times and has to be referred to for crane operations. It also has a maintenance and service part in the book, which shows you your maintenance schedules and where to grease and how often to grease the crane. This crane is operated by a remote, which has a battery charger and rechargeable batteries. The functions on the remote are to start it, press and hold this one, press, release, and then release both. This will activate the remote. You then have rotation, clockwise and counterclockwise. You have extension and retraction, and you have boom raise and boom lower, and then you have your winch pay in and pay out functions. To switch the remote off, you'd simply press the stop button. When you arrive on the site to do the crane operations, first thing you'll do is apply your handbrake. You'll take the gear select out of drive into neutral, and then you will apply the PTO. You'll hear the engine RPMs rise, and you'll also see a PTO indication come up on your dash. This truck is supplied with wheel chocks, and you'd put these under the front wheels of your vehicle before operating the crane, as to your company policies. The hydraulic tank situated underneath here, and it should be checked first things in the morning when the crane is in a fully stowed condition and the jacks are fully retracted. You have a battery isolator switch, which for long periods of non-use of the truck should be switched in the off position, and it can also be secured by a lock. Here we have a set of stabilizer pads. We also have the other pad is on the other side. You unlock this, remove the pad. You have an extending outrigger beam, and you have a swivel down hydraulic jack. We will show you this in the crane setup procedure. On the rear we have emergency stops, one each side. These will be pressed in to deactivate the crane, release, turn to release to reactivate the crane. The manual controls for the crane and to deploy the jacks are located here, with decals telling you the operation of each lever. These levers are just pressed in, pulled out to operate your desired function. The crane function and the winch function are only used if the remote control has been lost. This is a control unit for the outrigger jacks and also for the crane. For deploying the outrigger jacks, you have to push this switch to the manual position. To deploy the legs, you open up your panel and you go for legs down, lever, pull towards you, and it will deploy the leg. Deploy this leg until the truck is securely on the ground, but not lifting the truck too much. When the legs have been deployed, you can then turn the receiver over to your remote position for crane use and winch use. This will now activate the remote control. you are now able to use a crane. Switch on the remote. All these buttons here are proportional, so the harder you press them, the more speed you will get. The remote allows you to do more than one function at a time. To use the manual extension, remove this pin, pull it out to the extension that you require, lock the pin back in, now you have a full extended 4 hydraulic and 1 manual boom. For use of the winch, remove the hook, replace it with the winch pulley, drop down the side here by lifting this up, opening that up, and this will take, the rope will be fed into here and drop down here with the hook attached. Activate your remote and pay out your winch rope. Close this back up. That is now secure, and refit the hook to your winch rope. Your winch is now ready for operation. When extending your boom, just be aware that your winch must be dropped at the same time.